for tuning in. You guys could chat with me too.
Your business is only using 20% of its data. You could look for the other 80%.
Thank you so much for the hearts. Thank you guys so much too for joining me. I'm excited. Yep, I'm gonna hang out. Oh, there goes that beautiful helicopter. United States. Oh, okay. Is that what Trump said? I don't see how this man does it, okay? First he went to Malaysia, Japan, not China. You need to tell us what you do, okay? Do you eat something? Do you take something? Because his energy is off the hook. I'm almost 33 and I don't even have that kind of energy. What is your specialty? Maybe it's tea, guys. Is it like a specialty? Thank you so much for the likes. I just now noticed that. Somebody commented. I need to check that on one of my videos. And thank you guys so much for commenting. I will check that here in a minute. I pray that everybody is being safe. If you're new to my channel, please tell me where you're watching from, if you're a new timer. And please subscribe. That is a big plane. Oh my goodness. Are you kidding me? It makes you guys look like you're puny. That is a plane. Is that Trump's plane? Talking about massive. Look at the jets on that thing. Exactly. This man doesn't stop. Well, welcome to. Oh, Kyle, thank you for your comment. All right, got 2 comments now. I'll check out all your guys' comments when I'm done with this. I will reply to everybody. You guys are blowing it up. Thank you for the hearts. Thank you for coming. I'm happy to see you again. Yeah, he doesn't stop. Oh my goodness. Why are they taking 3 helicopters? This is some nice helicopters too. Oh, I'm gonna be so sad when I see Trump. I'm gonna be like a little kid. It's Trump. I need to get me a Team Trump shirt, and every single time I watch Trump, I'll wear it. Go Trump. Oh, you love my short videos? Thank you. Yeah, you watch every single one of them. And please like them. And you can comment. Tell me your thoughts on it. Thank you so much for the hearts. Thank you guys. Oh my goodness, there's Trump's plane. What's a beauty. Watch it. Watch her soar. Is she going up or is she just stopping? She looks like she's taking speed. What do you guys think? She's gonna stop or she's gonna... She's stopping. She's not taking much speed now. What? Did you guys even watch her go up in the air? I didn't. I wonder why he chose blue. I mean, I love blue. Don't get me wrong. Actually, on my screen, it looks more like a darkish sky blue. But what you guys are saying, it looks light. That's messed up. Oh, why is it not there anymore? You can keep it there. Oh my goodness, there's our president! You did not just do that. That was so disrespectful. I was not done looking at him. Why does it do this? That was so disrespectful. You just silenced our president. That's it? That is not it. Did we only get to see him go there? It says notify me. Notify me for what? What is this? Well, this one's scheduled. yes, it's live, but was that it? I'm confused. Well, that was short. Get someone excited. It's like my president. And then just cut her off. And now all it's wanting to do is buffer. Let me find out, boys. Ladies and gentlemen. Let me find out. I'm a little confused now. This was for today. YouTube will if it's it goes against their policy. I'm confused, guys. Was that it? Is Fox selling anything on this? Fox News? Because Right Side Broadcasting is not. I guess not. I am a little confused. That was very short. Huh. Live now. Well, that's multiple things. I don't think you guys want to stay for that. But he did land in Korea with them. But they're going to talk about multiple stuff. Trump lands in South Korea. Hurricane. Have you guys heard about Hurricane Melissa? I've never even heard of that one. Melissa. Guys, was that it? Come on, guys. Give me some clarity. Did they only want us to show that he landed? And maybe by tomorrow, there'll be more news on what's going on? Actually, by now it should be daytime there. I don't want to go and there's more. I'm confused. That was short. Trump landing in South. Learn to spell. Oh, I forgot the E in Korea, but you know what? We finally understood what I meant. Alright. Alright, there's...
Power through anything with Predator generators. Available now.
Well, this is short. This is only six seconds.
There's something bad. Here, you dear.
I don't want any of that scary stuff on my screen. What is DRM News? Anybody know them? Are they reliable? By the looks of it, they don't have that many people watching. And they've been streaming for 2 hours. I don't... Are we going to see airplanes? No. I'm a little confused. I'm confused. That was short. to do.
Miss Universe and Miss USA, I own it. They're here. They're gonna really do a number on me. I'm challenging President Obama, my son Donald, my son Eric. Let's go, ladies.
Why did you put Biden in that? I don't even think he's going to be able to handle that.
What a mess.
That was crazy. Oh, that's a big building. Is this New York? Oh my goodness. Why did he mention Biden? Do you guys honestly think that Biden could handle that? The poor man might get a heart attack. Or even, more so, he might fall asleep during, and then he's not going to nominate anybody. I'm just saying. Well, it's not too cold of water, maybe.
I've been called out by everybody for the ALS Ice Bucket Challenge.
That's
Homer
just,
Simpson,
oh my goodness.
Mike Tyson, Vince McMahon, like everybody's going crazy over this thing. I guess they want to see whether or not it's my real
Oh
hair.
my goodness.
Which it is. So here's what I'm going to do. Miss Universe and Miss USA, I own it. They're here. They're going to really do a number on me. I'm challenging President Obama, my son Donald, my son Eric. Let's go, ladies. What a mess.
Oh my goodness, that's just too much. That's just too much. All right. Oh, whoa. I'm about to say. No. No. I really hope I just didn't get copyright or striked. That song only played for a few seconds, if that, so I should be fine. I didn't even mean to do that. Ugh. Go Trump! Thank you guys so much for tuning in. If you are new, please subscribe, comment, and like, and tell me where you guys are from and where you're watching it from. I'm curious. Rice. Anybody know where Trump's at? Is that what we're watching? Yeah, that's what we're watching right now. Thank you guys for tuning in. Please subscribe, comment, like, and tell me where you're from. Welcome everybody. I'm pretty sure we're watching the same thing. I don't really think we're gonna see much on Trump right now. But thank you guys so much for watching with me. Does everybody love Trump, what he's doing so far? Like, tell me your thoughts on it. What's your thoughts on the war that he stopped? What he did in Malaysia? Yesterday. Oh my goodness, sorry. Japan, and actually this is in Korea, which that's what we're watching, but I don't think we're gonna see much right now, guys, because he just got there. Poor man needs to rest. Hi, Kyle. Oh, he is? That's good. Yeah, I'm happy. I am very proud of him for his age and the simple fact that he is going. I don't know how he does it, and you can obviously tell he doesn't get much sleep. Like, how does he do it? This is kind of like a recap of what happened in Japan. If you were watching with me the other night, honestly think Japanese people are truly friendly and nice. But what do you guys think? What's your thoughts on them? Do you think they're friendly? Do you think they're nice? Of course, there hadn't been a translator for Trump because he doesn't speak it. So one was speaking in their language and one was speaking in English. You know? Oh, thank you. You're very kind. God bless you. I think that they're very friendly people. Actually, I do not. I barely know my own language. You know, English is actually the hardest language out there because there are so many words within a word. It's ridiculous. But yet, for us, learning another language, that's what's hard for us. It's
Have you ever wanted to see your home from space? With this free satellite Earth Maps tool, you can zoom right down.
Nope, I'm good. Yes, they are, Kyle. Thank you for coming and watching with me, Kyle. I will read your message after this. Did it freeze? Okay, Trump's moving. We're good. I thought it froze. I want to see how they stand so still. I couldn't do that. I was like, I have to be moving. Is this on Fox or something? Is it in Britain? Is it those guards that have to constantly stand still? I couldn't do it. What happens if you gotta sneeze? He moved. The horses though are nice. Oh my goodness, I love horses. It's like, I don't want to see the guy, I want to see the horse. There's our president, guys. Yeah, if I go somewhere, I don't want to see the guard. I mean, it's nice meeting you, but I want to see the horse. Where's the horse at? But there's our president. Thank you guys for tuning in. Wait, are we rewatching the same thing? Why are you guys back up there? It's just the same thing. Yeah, they're back up there. What? Come on. Did they put the same clip within the clip? Don't do that, guys. That's confusing. Thank you for the likes. Oh my. Thank you. I just realized they're playing the song and there's no audio. It's like they cut the audio out. Don't be afraid to chat. I love chatting. They're like, come on. I feel like we've already seen this part. Guys, have you seen this part? He must be the translator. Because I highly doubt they're speaking English to him. And if you are the translator, you know some good English. welcome, guys. Let me know where everybody's from. And what's your thoughts on Trump so far? I'm very proud of him. And they cut the audio off. And if you're new, please subscribe, comment, and like. Yeah, there's no audio to it. Oh, thank you. You're very kind. Why do they cut the audio out?
Nutcracker Magical Christmas Ballet returns to Wheeling. The holidays are about family, tradition, and
Nope. Waiting on Trump. Did you guys notice how they treated Trump like a king? Good day, okay? They treat him with respect. They treated him like literally a king. The things that they did for him is amazing. What do you guys think? They should bring the audio soon. But yeah, what do you guys think? I honestly think that they literally treated him with respect. They treated him like a king. They welcomed him into their area. they bring the audio back. I don't want this being really loud. Yeah, that is absolutely true. And just how they treated our president is truly amazing. That's amazing.
開始が遅れまして失礼いたしました。今トランプ大統領の部屋で野球を見ておりました。1対0でドジャースが勝ってます。
So to the press corps, I'm very sorry that we kept waiting. As a matter of fact, Mr. President and I myself just enjoyed watching the Major League Baseball match. Actually, Dodgers versus Blue Jays, and Dodgers is now having a 1-point lead, and we really enjoyed the match.
まずトランプ大統領の訪日を改めて歓迎申し上げます。で電話でも申し上げましたけれども、自民党総裁選挙に勝った直後にお祝いの発信をいただきありがとうございました。直接お会いできることを楽しみにしておりました。
So President Trump,
Yeah, the party has started, but you're always welcome here.
let me extend a very warm welcome
Oh, and if you're new, please subscribe.
upon your visit to Japan. As I convey to you over the phone, I thank you for your congratulatory message to me.
Sorry, I keep pausing this, but you probably won't hear me. That is actually a major deal. I don't think they ever had a female prime minister. So that is a big deal for her.
Right after my party LDP's presidential election, and I have been very much looking forward to seeing you in person here in Japan.
で安倍総理に、対するもう長きにわたる友情に感謝をしております。また昨年末に安倍昭恵夫人を、歓待いただいたことにも感謝を申し上げます。
First of all, thank you for your enduring friendship with Prime Minister Abe over the years. In addition, thank you for extending gracious hospitality to Mrs. Akie Abe at the end of last year.
実は安倍総理からはよく、トランプ大統領のダイナミックな、外交について話を聞いていました。タイとカンボジアの、停戦に成功し、トランプ大統領はまずアジアの平和に貢献をされました。それから先般の中東における、合意の実現もですね、これはかつてない歴史的偉業です。
As a matter of fact, Prime Minister Abe often told me about your dynamic diplomacy. Most recently,
Yeah, God bless them for always being loving and respectful.
Mr. President succeeded in securing a ceasefire deal between Thailand and Cambodia and contributed to ensuring peace in Asia. Also, the deal you have recently achieved in the Middle East is an unprecedented historic achievement.
これだけの短期間に世界はより平和になりました。でこの世界の平和と安定のトランプ大統領の揺るぎないコミットを高く評価します。私自身も強い感銘を受けました。
In such a short period of time, the world started to enjoy more peace on the ground. And in this context, I highly value your unwavering commitment towards peace and stability. I myself was so impressed and inspired by you, Mr. President.
今や、日米は世界で最も偉大な同盟になりました。で日本も共に、世界の平和と繁栄に貢献をしてまいります。
Now both Japan and the United States have developed the greatest alliance in the world. And together with you, Japan is ready to contribute towards peace and stability.
私は日本の国益を守り抜くためにも強い日本外交を取り戻す決意です。そして自由で開かれたインド太平洋の、進展に向けても日米でさらに協力を進めたいと考えています。
On diplomacy, I am determined to restore dynamic Japan's diplomacy to protect Japan's own national interests. In addition, I am ready to promote further collaboration with you and with the United States toward our shared goal of achieving a free and open Indo-Pacific.
で私はこれから日本の国力、つまり外交力、防衛力、経済力、技術力、情報力、人材力を強くするリーダーとして働いてまいる決意です。
So let me share with you my determination. I will continue to strive as the leader of Japan to strengthen Japan's national power, namely diplomacy, defense capabilities, economic power, technology, intelligence, and human resources.
来年は、米国建国250周年、ですよね。で、共に、日本も共に盛大にお祝いをしたいと思っております。ワシントン DC に250本の桜を、寄付する予定です。それからまた来年7月4日にはワシントン DC で日本の秋田県の花火が打ち上げられると聞いております。
Next year, the United States will mark the semi-quincentennial anniversary. Japan and I would like to join the United States to have a magnificent celebration. We will extend a gift of 250 cherry trees to Washington, D.C. In addition, I understand that fireworks from Japan, from Akita Prefecture, will be shown in Washington, D.C. on July 4th next year.
日本とアメリカを、より強く豊かにするために、日米同盟の新たな黄金時代をトランプ大統領とともに作り上げていきたいと願っております。ありがとう。
Through these efforts, together with you, Mr. President, I would like to realize a new golden age of Japan-US alliance where both Japan and the United States will become stronger and also more prosperous. Thank you.
Well, I want to thank you very much, and I want to congratulate you. As you know, Shinzo Abe was a great friend of mine, and I was very saddened to see what happened. It was so shocking, but he spoke so well of you, even before we knew what was going to happen and your ascension. He spoke so well of you long before we met, and I'm not surprised to see that you are now the Prime Minister. And he would be very happy to know that, and I congratulate you on behalf of the United States of America.
総理ありがとうございます。まずご着任の、に対して、祝したいと思います。晋三は私にとって非常に素晴らしい友人でありました。本当に、彼が亡くなったことはショッキングであり、悲しい出来事でありました。また、安倍晋三氏からは、かなり、総理のことを、よく、話されておられました。ですので、お会いする前から、総理になるということを、私が知る前から素晴らしい話をよく聞いております。ですので、晋三氏もかなり喜んでいらっしゃると思いますし、米側を代表して私の方からも祝したいと思います。
I know that you are increasing your military capacity very substantially, and we've received your orders for a very large amount of new military equipment, and you know that we make the best military equipment in the world, the jets, the missiles, and everything else, and hopefully we don't have to use them very much, if at all. But we appreciate that order, and we very much appreciate the trade, the tremendous trade together, I think more than ever before. We're just signing a new deal, and it's a very fair deal, and we look forward to welcoming Japan into the United States and a continuation. And it's something that everybody is very, very excited about.
また、日本の方も、かなり自衛隊や防衛に関して増加をされるということで、聞いております。このほか、米国から装備品の調達をされるということで、もちろん米国はベストな、戦闘機、ミサイル等を持っております。もちろん使いたくはないのですけれども、このような調達に関しても感謝申し上げたいと思います。貿易に関してもこれから増えていくことかと思います。また貿易協定の署名式もこれから、なされる、予定であります。非常に公平な、この協定になっていると思っておりますので、これからも
Exactly. Psycho? Hope I said that right. I absolutely love when Trump talks. I could just listen to him all day. What he wants to do. What will be done.
このような関係を継続していきながら非常にエキサイティングな時代になっていくと思います。
I have always had a great love of Japan and a great respect of Japan. And I will say that this will be a relationship that will be stronger than ever before. I look forward to working with you. And on behalf of our country, I want to just let you know, anytime you have any question, any doubt, anything you want, any favors you need, anything I can do to help Japan, we will be there. We are an ally at the strongest level. And it's a great honor to be with you, especially
Ooh, I feel like I got sneezed again.
in what will be, I think, one of the greatest prime ministers.
Oh my God, sorry guys.
Everything I know from Shinzo and others, you will be one of the great prime ministers. I'd also like to.
But just what Trump is doing is truly amazing. Wait a minute.
An ally at the strongest level, and it's a great honor to be with you, especially so early in what will be, I think, one of the greatest prime ministers. I think you will be one of the great. Everything I know from Shinzo and others, you will be one of the great prime ministers. I'd also like to congratulate you on being the first woman prime minister. That's a big deal. That's a big deal. I want to congratulate you on that. I think that has to be called out. And you're going to do a fantastic job, and we're going to have a fantastic relationship. Thank you very much.
私は日本を愛してますし、非常に日本という国を尊敬しております。私たちの関係はこれから今まで以上に強力なものになっていく。
Oh, there's music. It's just music right now. Yes. Biden, laughing hyena. I would choose Trump over them any day. I voted for Trump and I would vote for him again and again. Yeah, I'm sorry if I sneeze, guys. I don't know, it's just the weather changing and it only happens at nighttime, so I'll try to keep myself controlled. Anyone but Sleepy Joe. Exactly. Honestly, my thoughts on that, he was a puppet. He didn't know what he was doing. The man was mentally ill. You could just tell. And he got worse. Like, his condition got worse, and everybody saw that. He was talking to himself. He was talking like there was somebody there, but there's nobody there. It's like, are you talking to somebody? It's like, that's creepy. He would always fall. It's like you could tell he had some type of mental illness, and he just got worse. But Kamala and the rest of the, liberals, the other side, that's what I like to call them, they used him. He was nothing more than a distraction. So we would be more focused on what he was doing than what they were trying to do to America. He was a distraction, and a pretty good one at that, because everybody was more focused on him. At least that's what I think, but that's just what I think. What do you guys think? He was a puppet on the string, and honestly, I don't like what he did. He didn't even know half the stuff he was signing. And when he would talk, you can obviously tell something was not right with him. And now he has cancer, is what people are finding out. So, he's just getting worse. And he would literally fall asleep out of nowhere. That's definitely a condition. And the simple fact that they took advantage, even his own wife didn't even stop that. Simple fact they took advantage of an elderly, old man, of himself, is just wrong. But I would choose Trump. I love Trump. I'm a Trump girl.
iPlay, your new way to play the West Virginia Lottery online, has officially arrived. Simply
Actually, this year was my first year ever voting. And I immediately went there. I was like, I'm voting for him. Because I don't want the other. I didn't want Kamala getting my vote if I didn't vote, you know? So, no. So I went and voted. I literally got the sticker. There was an interview that Trump was doing, and everybody was there. Obama was there, Kamala was there. It was after Trump won the election, and you could literally see Joe in the chair, and he fell asleep during Trump's announcement, like Trump's speech, not announcement, but it was more of a speech. That's pretty bad. The man literally goes to the beach and falls asleep, and paparazzi is just all over him. It's like,
once again, ladies and gentlemen, we would like to apologize for another delay and sorry for keeping you late. The next session is a very special speech by the President of the United States, and the session will begin soon. I really appreciate your kind attention and cooperation.
I couldn't believe that he passed out during Trump. Like, it's like, I don't know about you, Joe, but Trump's speeches are amazing, okay? You can see the inspirement within his words when Trump talks. Like, you can tell that he loves the American people. He loves where he came from. And he stands by the Bible, and he stands by the Constitution of our forefathers. It's just amazing to see whenever he talks. He loves our troops. He just wants peace. He wants us to be able to go out safely like we used to. Fill up our cars, be able to pay for our mortgages, and just not have to worry about taxes draining us. He just wants everybody to be able to live. He wants to make a better future for the next generation, so they don't have to work so hard or worry. And the simple fact this man brought peace to Israel, that's just amazing. Gaza, I think. It's just amazing. He literally, everything that he does is just amazing. Even when he first was president, everything that he said that he will do, he stood by it. He didn't become president and then go back on his word. It's like, I'm president now, nothing you can do or say, you know? No. The moment he got in office, he was going to sign 200 bills. He did just that. Since day one in office too, he has accomplished so much. Now, it's going to take some time to fully bring America back to what it once was, but he will get there. And honestly, how much he's already accomplished is impressive. bring God back into the land, it just heals everything. America will be great again, and he even said that we are finally respected. Because when Biden was in office, we were a laughing stock. Nobody feared us. They do now. Well, they don't really fear us, I don't think, but they respect us. Which is a big thing, you know? We don't want to be known as a laughing stock. We have a president that truly loves the American people, and it's just amazing. And honestly, Barron, is that his name? Barron? Trump's son? I honestly pray that he does eventually become the president, because I think he would do a great job. I'd like to know how he's so tall, though.
Thank you so much for waiting. Now, Mr. Donald Trump, President of the United States, is ready to meet all of you and deliver his special speech.
Alrighty, let's see what Trump has to say.
Be seated and focus your attention to the stage. Thank you so much for your cooperation.
Alright, let's share. Let me turn this up for you. When he starts talking, I won't talk while he's talking. Did she say that he's coming? Thank you so much, everybody. You guys are amazing. Thank you for growing my channel and just interacting. God bless every one of you, and I'm happy you're here. In 1 minute, guys. Let me share. Oh, really? Thank you for the... Sorry, guys. I'll just share it later. What happened? I'll do that. I need a tissue. Wait a minute, guys. 1 minute. Don't go anywhere. Alright, I'm back. Alright. Thank you guys so much for thank you, P, for joining my stream and just chatting with me. And you know what? I should have gotten a drink because I'm thirsty. Thank you guys for tuning in. Wait a minute, guys. Oh, he's coming? Don't get me excited. I can't wait to see Trump. Press 1 if you're excited. Where's everybody watching this from? Please tell me where you're from. Please. This is actually a really nice setup. APEC CEO. Oh my goodness. Okay, yeah. Like I said, press 1 if you're excited to see Trump.
Ladies and gentlemen.
Oh, here he comes.
The 45th and 47th President of the United States, Donald J. Trump.
This man deserves some music coming out with you. P, are you new? PSYCK. I feel like that's psycho. Are you new? Thank you for tuning in if you are. But yeah, I'm not going to talk when Trump comes out, guys, because I want to hear what he has to say. Oh, you're not? Okay, well, I'm happy you're here. Welcome, everybody. Yo? Okay. Thank you, Yo, for coming. Oh, you... That's New York. Thank you guys so much for all the emojis, the hearts. You're welcome, yo. You're always welcome here. Never be afraid or hesitate to jump into my streams. I will chat with you. Anybody who joins my stream, we can be family and friends, okay? We're all alone in this world. We need each other. You're always welcome here. And laughter keeps the doctor away. That's what Robin Williams taught us, okay? The loneliness does not. So, let's laugh together. Let's get healthier. Let's spread the love. Thank you, guys. God bless every one of you, amazing people. I thought Trump was coming.
Ladies and gentlemen, the 45th and 47th President of the United States, Donald J. Trump.
Here he is, guys.
I'm thrilled to be back with so many visionary innovators and titans of industry, the most brilliant in the world, actually. So many different locations, and they come from all over, but this is a very special country that I'm in, and the business leaders here at APEC are really really fantastic. So many friends, and I want to thank our host of this important summit, President Lee of South Korea. He's a terrific person, and I'm going to be meeting with him this afternoon, and I look forward to that very much. The Republic of Korea is a cherished American friend and a close ally, and as we can see in this beautiful city, it's truly one of the most remarkable nations anywhere on earth. Here on this peninsula, the people of South Korea have forged a miracle of economic development like you rarely see, an industrial and technological powerhouse, and above all, a free society and enduring democracy and a thriving civilization, and I want to congratulate you. Very few places like it. The entire world should be inspired by all that you have achieved, and they study you, and they do so much to understand what you've done, but most of them don't get it, and that's probably good for you. Keep it this way. Most of them don't get it. They want to get it, but it doesn't quite work out for them the same way it works out for you, so that's a great tribute to you. We have some very special people with us today, and I want to thank for the great job he's done, and also for being here, Secretary of State Marco Rubio. Marco, you're around here someplace. Where's Marco? Marco, thank you. Man who's doing a fantastic job, who understands the markets maybe better than anybody. Our Treasury Secretary Scott Bessent. Scott, thank you very much. And somebody that you're dealing with, who you made a very good deal with, because you have very good negotiators, but he's pretty good too. Howard Lutnick, Secretary of Commerce. Thank you, Howard. U.S. Trade Representative Ambassador Jameson Greer is a fantastic person. And your career's Minister of Trade, Industry, and Resources, Mr. Jung Kwon Kim, who's an incredible man. Actually, my people say he's very tough, however. We wish we had somebody of a little bit lesser caliber, but they decided not to do that. And so many other distinguished guests are here, so I just want to thank you very much. It's an incredible room. It's a beautiful room, by the way. All those beautiful people up there, so high up. This place is packed. Thank you. Look at it, we're waiting. Thank you very much. But as you know, APEC unites Pacific nations around our growing economies and promoting our shared interests. And today I come with exciting news from one of the largest Pacific nations. We'll call ourselves a Pacific nation, but one of the largest of them all, the United States of America. I'm pleased to report to you that this afternoon, after 4 years of weakness, disaster, really decline, America is back, and it's back stronger than ever before. We're doing numbers that nobody's ever seen before. We're the hottest country in the world, actually. And I say that with other countries represented, and they admit it. But I do say it very proudly. 1 year ago, our country was in very, very serious trouble. Some people thought our country was dead. Now we're literally sort of an inspiration to a lot of other countries. We are indeed, I use the term hottest country, but we're the hottest country anywhere in the world by far. The United States is blessed with right now, the strongest economy, the strongest borders. This all happened over the last 9 months. The strongest military, the strongest friendships, and the strongest spirit of any nation on the face of the earth. This is a golden age. In a short period of time, I knew we could do it. I didn't know we were going to do it this quickly. It's a little bit more than 9 months. So in less than 1 year, we've secured commitments for over $18 trillion of new investments. As an example, the previous administration, in 4 years, they did less than $1 trillion. I think much less, actually, and hurt our country very badly. Who would have known? But we're going to be 18, so I figure that we'll probably be at 20 or 21, maybe even $22 trillion of investments coming into our country by the end of the first year of my second term. And, we had a tremendously successful first term. We had the strongest economy in history for our country, strongest we ever had. But this is, I think, blowing it away. We have great policy. We have some very good things happening. The stock market, as you know, is set 45 all-time highs since in a period of, that's pretty good. in a period of 9 months, breaking new records week after week, including one just yesterday. We set the record GDP growth in the second quarter, and that's with all of the things that we're doing. When they are built in a year, 2 years, we're going to go through the roof. I mean, we're going to see numbers that I don't think I've ever been seen before. But even during this period of a little bit of a period of transition, you could call it, because I think we're in an economic revolution in America. We went at 3.8%, we're up 3.8% GDP, triple and even quadruple the rate that a lot of people thought we'd be. They thought that during this period that we'd be at a much lower rate. Some people predicted 1.5, and we're going to be very close to 4. The next quarter, we're expected to be at about 4% growth. And after that, I mean, I can't even predict, because when all of these factories that are moving in, the car plants are moving in. Yesterday I was with Mr. Toyota in Japan, and he's just announced he's going to spend, they are going to spend $10 billion, and they're going to build new car plants, and they're going to build them in numerous states, about 6 or 7 different states. And we're bringing our car industry back. We're bringing AI. We're leading everybody in AI. We're leading every nation in AI by a lot. In 9 months, we've lifted over 600,000 Americans off food stamps. Wages for workers are rising at the fastest pace in more than 60 years. And meanwhile, energy prices are down. Gasoline prices are down. Grocery prices are down. Mortgage rates are down, despite the fact that we have an incompetent head of the Fed. He's incompetent. I call him Jerome Too Late. He's always too late. Jerome Too Late Powell. But he's out of there in another couple of months. We'll be very happy about that. We'll appoint somebody that we all like, because we should have the lowest interest rates of any country. Because without us, there are no other countries, really. I mean, the whole thing falls apart. You know, America always had the lowest interest rates, and now we don't do that. We're like number 28. It's ridiculous. And we're a much different country than we were 2 years ago or a year ago even. But you know what the crazy thing is? In the old days, I call the old days. I'm a little bit older. I'm looking at all these young, brilliant faces. I'm a slight, a couple of years older than you, just a couple of years. But you know, in the old days, when you announced good news, the stock market went up. You announced good news, the stock market would go up. Now when you announce good news, the stock market goes down, because people say, oh, that's terrible. You're doing well, that's terrible. Interest rates will go up. So they think because of that, interest rates will go up, because that, it's inverse of what it should be. We're going to go back to the way it used to be. When we announce good news, the stock markets are going to go up. And that's the way it should be. And we're going to really ride that very hard. And when we announce good news, we're not going to have a Fed that's going to raise interest rates because they're worried about inflation in 3 years from now or something. When we announce good news, we want the stock market to go up, not to go down. And the scourge of inflation we inherited. We inherited the worst inflation ever that we've ever had. I inherited from incompetent people, and now we're down to a very low rate of inflation, 2.7%. And it's going to be a little bit lower than that. It's almost a perfect number. Believe it or not, you don't want to have 0. You want to have like 1% to 2%, and we're very close to that number. But we had inflation the worst in the history of our country. But factories are booming in the USA, and manufacturing productivity is rising 5 times faster than it was just 1 year ago. Think of that. Steel production is way up by 155,000 tons a week. Oil production is through the roof by 500,000 barrels a day. And mining of clean, beautiful coal, I call it clean, beautiful coal, is up by 2.6 million tons every single month. And we brought coal back into the picture. What you can do with coal today is incredible. So I call it clean, beautiful. I don't use the word coal, I say, because it's got a little bit of a problem, public relations-wise, the word. So we call it clean, beautiful. My administration is not allowed to use the word coal. They have to say clean, beautiful coal. We've given it a new name. It's a three-name deal. Even semiconductor manufacturing is rapidly returning to the United States. NVIDIA and TSMC have just produced the first state-of-the-art Blackwell chip that was 100% made in the USA. In fact, Jensen, who's a credible guy, might be here. I don't even know. Is Jensen here? think he's around, but somebody said he's here. He's Harryhausen, pretty good, right? Got a chip that's like 10 years advanced, but he's great. And they're all, building now. They're building tremendous plants in the United States, Arizona, Texas, all over. We're going to have a big portion of the chip market just in a very short period of time. But these tremendous strides are also creating great jobs for our citizens. 1.9 million more American-born workers are employed today than when I took office 9 months ago. Think of that. Almost 2 million people more American workers. Nobody's ever had numbers like that. And those numbers are going to get much bigger, much better than that when we open these plants that are being built all over, the AI plants. I've never seen plants this big. I built shopping centers, I built a lot of things, but if you spend 250, 300 million, you can build a big shopping center. These people are spending $50 billion to build a building. And I said, what's your product? Information. I said, well, good luck. That's a lot of information you're going to have. But, they're the smartest people in the world are doing it, and they all think it's great. All I can do is make it easy for them. And what I've done, one of the things that I'm most proud of, because I thought of it like every country, our electricity production, our energy production is now, it's not, nobody ever saw this kind of a revolution with the AI. And what they need more than anything is electricity. So if a country was able to do that, it would be, pretty unusual, it would be very hard, maybe you could say impossible. So I came up with a concept when they build this massive plant, sometimes the size of Manhattan. Think of that. The size of Manhattan, these plants are the big, I've never seen anything like it. Actually, nobody has. There's never been anything like it. But I let them build their own electricity generating plants with it. So they're building their own electric. They're sort of becoming an electric producing company in addition to all of the other things that they produce, including information. And what they're able to do is start immediately. We're giving them very fast permits. We're no longer having them wait for 10 years, 12 years, 15 years prior to rejection. They go 15 years and then they get a vote, a rejection. And by that time, their concepts were old and obsolete anyway. So, it's terrible. And we're getting it done rapidly, literally rapidly. And they're coming up with electric generating plants, the likes of which nobody has seen. The companies, the standard companies that do electricity and create power companies, they've never seen anything like it. Because we have a level of genius, a level of people that are designing things that nobody's ever seen before, that produces vast amounts of electricity for their plant. And if they have extra electricity, they sell it back into the grid. So they really, it's really been amazing. And it allows people to start building immediately, and they can't blame the government. They won't blame me because I didn't produce enough out of the grid that's 200 years old. So we have more people now working than at any time in the history of our country. We've sort of just begun. It's hard to believe, actually, if you knew where we were 2 years ago. All of this is incredible news for Americans and for nations around the globe, and it is for South Korea because we're partners. We're serious partners. We're wedded, and we have a very special relationship, a special bond. In fact, we're working with you on shipbuilding, where you're going to come in. We were the #1 in the world during World War II. We produced a ship a day. Can you believe it? Tankers and freighters and this, a ship a day. And today we're not really building ships, and we're going to start, and we're going to have a very thriving shipbuilding industry, and we're working it with South Korea very much so. In fact, some of the people in this room, they bought the Philadelphia shipyard. I think it's going to be one of the most successful yards in the world, anywhere in the world. It's great. It's known for incredible production years ago, and sort of through bad management or bad thinking by people that were prior to me. I mean, you have to blame the president. You can give the president credit or blame the president, but I blame the president. They allowed the shipbuilding industry to go away, essentially, in our country. We're going to bring it back very, very powerfully. When America thrives, our partners thrive, and our alliances thrive with all of the countries. The Indo-Pacific thrives, and that's good for all of us. And the entire world becomes safer and wealthier and greater than ever before. We get along with a a lot of countries. We solved a lot of wars and a lot of problems, and that's all good for all of us. The extraordinary American turnaround that I've just described has been achieved not by just continuing business as usual back in Washington. If I didn't win the election, and we won it in a landslide, we won by tremendous numbers. I had a whole thing too big, you have to say, too big to rig. We didn't want any rigging. We had these great polls going, and I said, don't believe the polls. Pretend we're 1 point down. Always assume we're 1 point down, and everybody voted. We won in a landslide. We won all 7 swing states. You have to win the swing states, and we won all 7, which is something that rarely happens. But to win the popular vote by millions, we won everything you can win. The Electoral College by a tremendous amount. We won in counties. They have counties, thousands of counties, and we were 2,700 compared. And that's why the map shows all red. Red being Republican, not something else. Red being Republican. Only a few people understand that. My administration has rejected the old model of incompetent government that punished success and rewarded failure and made building anything almost impossible. When you come into our country, many of you are doing that, but when you come into America, you're going to get service like you've never seen before. Quick permits, and we want safety, we want great environmental, we want everything good, but it's going to go quickly. We're rewarding those who build and create and hire and invest in the USA, and we're making America the best place on earth to do business, and that's what it's become very quickly. We have some wonderful people. Lee Zeldin at Environmental is incredible. He gets the right results quickly, and he makes sure that people do the right thing. But we will have the best tax rates, the lowest energy costs. We have the lowest energy. We have tremendous amounts of energy, more than anybody else. We have the most oil and gas and coal, more than any other nation on earth. So that's a big advantage that we have over others. We have the lowest regulatory burden. In my first term, we cut more regulations than any other administration in history, and we're going to do about the same level right now or more if we can. The most advanced technology and the fairest trade deals anywhere in the world. And for decades before I took office, our country was run by legions of bureaucrats who were always looking for a reason to say no. Why? How can we say no? They wanted to say no. They thought that was their job, and it's really just the opposite. We work to say yes. So now we have a president in the White House who cuts through the red tape and excuses. We don't stand for excuses, and says yes to big ideas and bold initiatives and grand ambitions so that America can have great industries, great dreams, and to be the greatest nation on earth, which is where we are now, actually, in a very short period of time. We're rebuilding things that are incredible. We have the strongest military in the world. We have the best equipment. We have the best manufacturers of equipment. And South Korea is buying a lot of our weapons. We make the best. We have the planes and just about everything other than ships. So we'll be there very shortly with ships too. But the only reason it's not ships because, I don't know, for some reason they stopped doing that. I guess they went on to other businesses. But there are some basics in life, and one of the things you need is ships. I always say you need steel, you need aluminum, you need this. There are things you don't need. A lot of things that a country doesn't need them, but things you need steel. Got to have steel, and we're redoing our steel, and some of the people in this room are very involved in that. We're redoing our industry. We're starting to produce large amounts of steel, massive amounts of steel. We'll be right at the top in a very short period of time. Mills are opening again, and they're opening up big. And again, it's national security, and it's because of tariffs. We're reclaiming our heritage as a nation of builders and doers, and we're pioneers in a sense, but we're really doing it again, but we're doing it even better than we did the first time, which is the first couple of 100 years. And we're pursuing this vision with unrelenting drive and really unprecedented success. In July, I proudly sounded law. It was very important. I went into the archives. We looked at every possible thing you could look at, and I signed into law the largest tax cuts in American history. And as you remember, in my first term, we cut taxes from 39% down to 21%. And now we've done even better than that, putting more money in the pockets businesses and manufacturers like those in this room, our tax law includes 100% expensing for all new factories, plants, and equipment. So that means you can write everything off in the first year. So that's like we had in the first, except this goes for a period of 10 years, whereas the other was over a much shorter period of time. And I actually think that we had such tremendous success. I always said that was the single most important thing, the expensing, the one-year expensing. Upon taking office, I signed executive orders that required that for every one new regulation, 10 old regulations have to be eliminated. I did that in the first term too, and it worked. So if you want a new regulation, you have to get rid of 10, and already we're exceeding that limit, reaching closer to 30 to 1. Our people have done that, our great secretaries and other people in the administration. So we've been actually at a level where we sign in a new regulation, they get rid of 30 over. We're sort of cleaning up the books, because many of these regulations are obsolete, they don't belong, and some were so horrible, they were obsolete, but they really stopped projects from being built, and we're getting rid of all of them. We've pretty much done that. We have streamlined permitting for all new energy and mining projects. It used to take decades for an administration to get something approved, and now it's a process that will take, generally speaking, less than 28 days. In addition, across government, we're guaranteeing a rapid and expedited regulatory review for all new projects in the United States, and that's worth billions and billions of dollars to industry. You spend more money on trying to get something approved than you do in building the plant itself. You know, in Louisiana, my first term, there were 2 plants, and one was financed by a tremendous group of Japanese investors. It was about $16 billion, LNG plants. Another one was financed by people from South Korea and others. LNG, both of them, massive LNG. They were in the review process. One was 15 years, one was 16 or 17 years, and they were then told, forget it, we're not going to get it approved. So I came into government, I heard about it, and I love Louisiana. We did very well there. We did well in just about all the states, but we did really well in Louisiana. And so I got involved. The one plant that was in for almost 15 years, I got it approved in one day. One day. In fact, when we called the people to say that they got approved, they didn't know what the hell we were talking about. They said, you got it approved. We sort of gave up on it. I said, no, you don't have to give up. We got it approved. The other one took me a little bit longer. I didn't do as good a job. Took me 1 week. And they got approved, and they got built. They're massive plants, and they're doing unbelievably. They're like setting records. LNG, big, it's like the Empire State Building lying on its side. And all I know is, I looked at it. I said, what kind of a building is that? All it's got is pipes going back and forth. I never saw anything like it, but whatever it is, it works. And they've been very, very successful. But think of it, 14 and 15 years, and I got one approved in one day and one approved in 1 week, and they've been doing great, and they've been good for the environment. I've shrunk the size of government for the first time in many years since January. 100,000 bureaucrats have left in federal payroll. You've probably seen that.
It's Ginger Ale, like Canada Dry, yeah, Bryce, and yeah, I am still on.
So we're creating real jobs. We're getting rid of wasteful jobs. Government spending is down 2.5% this quarter compared to 1 year ago. It was going through the roof in the previous administration. And in stark contrast to 4 years ago. I mean, if you look, 100% of all new jobs created in America under my administration have been created by the private sector. Think of that. The government created no new jobs. The private sector created the record number of jobs that we're talking about. That's a country. That's really a success. It's easy to create government jobs. Like I said, you add a lot of people to your payrolls. I can fake up the numbers if I want, but that's not the way you build a great country. You don't do that here. And that's not the way, but it's a good way to show good numbers, I'll tell you. You just tell everybody, hire a lot of people. That's what they used to do under the Biden administration, under Barack Hussein Obama. You had, they'd say, hire a lot of people so we can make our numbers look good. I do the opposite. And we have real, these are real numbers. There's truly no better time to invest in the USA. The results speak for themselves. Since the election, TSMC has pledged to invest $100 billion in the United States. So they're coming in from Taiwan. We have tremendous numbers of companies coming from Taiwan and building in the U.S. Apple, $600 billion investment. Hyundai, $26 billion. Micron, $200 billion. SoftBank, Open AI, and Oracle, over $500 billion. Amazon, $35 billion. Pfizer, $70 billion. Jera, $200 billion. Google, $25 billion. NVIDIA, $500 billion. Genentech, $50 billion. Johnson & Johnson, $57 billion. We're bringing back all of our pharmaceutical business. IBM, $150 billion. AstraZeneca, $50 billion, among many others, many others, too many to talk about. But one of the most significant factors in this remarkable surge of new investment has been my transformation of trade policy. 8 years ago, I came to this very summit. I was here. Does anybody remember? I remember. Does anybody remember what I said? Yeah, there's a few hands up there. It must have been a great speech. 3 people. It's not too many people. But there's no reason to, because you saw whatever I said I did. And for the first time, I laid out the principle that economic security is national security. Economic security, that's for South Korea, that's for any country. But economic security is, in fact, national security. I made the case that the global trading system was broken and in urgent need of reform, had to be fixed. The system had been exploited by countries that broke the rules at the expense of countries that followed the rules to a T, and I asked the nations of APEC to be our partners in making the system fairer and more sustainable for all of us, and we all work together, the APEC nations. 8 years later, as I'm back here in Asia, and I'm pleased to say that the positive vision for revolutionary reform I laid out, it seems like a long time ago, is now a reality. What really seems amazing is that we did all these things. We stopped a lot of wars. We did so many different things, made our country strong. Thank you. Thank you. And the campaign seemed like so long ago, and I was reading something today in one of the journals, and they said, can you believe it? 1 year ago,
Yeah, Canada Dry, it's ginger ale. And hello, user. Thank you for joining us.
was campaigning to win. Think of that. It was about a week. In a week, it'll be November 5th. And November 5th was the election. I said, can you imagine that? Here I am, president. We've done so many different things economically, militarily, peace-wise, peace through strength. And yet, 1 year ago, it's not long ago, I was campaigning. We didn't win. We were campaigning, and then we had the election, and we had a great election. And the spirit in our country is like incredible. And if you compare that, we lost a lot of spirit in our country. Our country was depressed, and they were very and they had a right to be. But around the world, we're signing one trade deal after another to balance our relationships on the basis of reciprocity. Very important word. On this trip alone, I've signed groundbreaking agreements with Malaysia, Cambodia, and Japan. Our deal with the Republic of Korea will be finalized very soon, like moments or very shortly thereafter. These agreements will be incredible victories for
Welcome, everybody. Thank you for joining us.
all of us, because everyone is better off when we have stable partnerships, not plagued by chronic problems and imbalances. Probably that President-in-Chief China is coming tomorrow here, and we're going to be, I hope, making a deal. I think we're going to have a deal. I think it'll be a good deal for both. And that's really a great result. That's better than fighting and going through all sorts of problems and, no reason for it. I think it's going to be a great deal for both, so I'll be meeting him tomorrow. A lot of people are interested. They're also interested in what we're doing, but they're interested in that, I can tell you. The world is watching. And I think we'll have something that's very exciting for everybody. And that's also good for South Korea. It's good for all nations. We're ending gaping trade deficits, unfair trade barriers to market access, insecure supply chains, weak, pathetic supply chains, and much, much more. We had such bad supply chains under the last administration. It was embarrassing. And we're entering a new era of trade that truly works for both sides. Got to work for everybody. Deals have to be good for everybody. I've heard that all the time, and I never really believed it, I'll be honest. I said, if you make a great deal, the best deals are deals that work for everybody, especially when you're talking about nations. You know, when you're talking about nations, it really is a little bit different than you're doing a business deal and you want to just rip their hearts out, right? These guys know what I mean. They've ripped out so many hearts. But when you have nations, it's a little bit different, you know? You gotta all balance out a little bit. When I announced reciprocal tariffs last April, some people thought it was
Welcome, XCX. Thank you for joining.
wonderful, and others really weren't so sure. They weren't sure. They didn't understand tariffs because tariffs were used against us. We didn't use tariffs stupidly. And we do now. National security. This week we proved once and for all that few critics, there were no critics left. People, the only critics are people that took advantage of us for many years, and now they're not able to do that. The deals we're signing with our friends and partners are making our alliances closer and stronger than ever before, and they respect us because we were so foolish. The people that ran our country were so foolish. With these agreements, our nations will extend our vital security alliances into the realm of economic security for the first time ever. We're forging new partnerships on strategically important industries like shipbuilding, energy, semiconductors, critical minerals, and, very important pharmaceuticals. We learned that during COVID. We had to rely on other countries to give us pharmaceuticals. You can't do that. You have to, certain industries you want to have there. You want to have your medicines made ideally in your own country. Many of our agreements also include deepening collaboration of industries of the future, such as nuclear, quantum, artificial intelligence, where America is number one by a lot. Actually, we're really number one by a lot. We're number one in military consequence. We're number one in military in the quality of the weapons. That's why everyone wants to buy for us. I'll tell you what, we have a long lead on is submarines, nuclear submarines. We are so far advanced that by perhaps 2020.
Pretty much just everything Trump has done so far.
25 years. We're 25 years ahead of any competition. And not only are the tariffs strengthening our alliances, they're also bringing peace to the world. On Sunday in Malaysia, we signed the Kuala Lumpur Peace Accords, ending forever the war between Cambodia and Thailand. Thank you. Thank you.
Clap, everybody.
It's interesting. We were making trade deals with Cambodia and with Thailand, and I sort of watch what I do. I don't go to the beach and sleep all day. I like to watch. And I see Cambodia, Thailand, among many other nations, and this is true for numerous other deals too, but I see Cambodia, Thailand, and I read a front page story about the fact that there were thousands of dead people along the border. And they fought for a long time, and I said, wait a minute, we're making deals? And they're starting a war? They were just starting, and it was vicious. Thousands of people were killed along the border. Their two borders. And I said, let's call the head. I didn't know the heads of either one. I called them, they were both great people and sort of reasonable.
Oh, you're from Australia? Oh, that's amazing. Thank you for coming in. If you please subscribe.
I said, listen, you want to trade? We're not going to make a deal with you. We're going to be at war. Then I called Cambodia, I called Thailand, I called Cambodia, back and forth. And after about 2 days, we ended up with the help of Malaysia. Malaysia was like a mediator. We used a beautiful facility in Malaysia because it was too hot. And I don't mean hot weather-wise. I mean it was hot. It was too hot with bullets flying all over the place. And Malaysia was fantastic, and they helped implement it. The Prime Minister was great guy. Just left him. And within 2 days, we signed a deal.
Wait, the emoji's on it. Oh, Arizona? That's actually a beautiful place. Sorry.
The two people came in, they were like best friends. It was
the heart emoji sometimes blocks your guys' words. They need to like replace that somewhere else. I had to kind of scroll up. Yeah. Oh, you're from Arizona? That's amazing. Well, thank you for tuning in.
Beautiful thing to see. We saved, probably millions of lives. They've had a tempestuous relationship for, I said, for how many years? 500 years. I said, that's a long time. That's a long time. But we think this is going to be, hopefully, I use the word everlasting. Same thing in the Middle East. So we hope it's going to be everlasting peace. They never had peace. They've 3,000 years, and we signed in the Middle East. But I've ended 8 wars in 8 months, and in many instances, trade has played a big part in getting those wars ended. On top of it all, tariffs now projected to reduce our deficit by $4 trillion over the next 10 years, and I think actually much more than that. That's national security, because you can't have deficits. And you
Oh, we got 2 people from there. Arizona.
can't have debt all over the place, and stops inflation and strengthening the dollar and ultimately balancing our federal budget, which I think we're going to do very quickly, only because of our policy of fair tariffs. And for any company that does not wish to pay the tariff, I say, you could build your factory in America. If you build your factory in America, there is zero tariffs. But, again, going back to the wars, it's so important. If you look at India and Pakistan, so I'm doing a trade deal with India, and I have great respect and love. As you know, for Prime Minister Modi, we have a great relationship. Likewise, the Prime Minister of Pakistan is a great guy, and the Field Marshal, they have a Field Marshal. You know why he's a Field Marshal? He's a great fighter. He really is. He's a great guy, too. And so I know them all.
Yeah, he's in Korea right now.
And I'm reading that 7 planes were shot down. They're going at it, and they're really starting to go. And it's a big thing. These are 2 nuclear nations, and they're really going at it. And I called Prime Minister Modi. I said, we can't make a trade deal with you. No, we must make a trade deal. I said, no, we can't. You're starting a war with Pakistan. We're not going to do it. And then I called Pakistan. I said, we're not going to do trade with you because you're fighting with India. And, 2 nuclear nations. And they said, no, you should let us fight. They both said that. They're warring. They're strong people. I'll tell you what. Prime Minister Modi is the nicest looking guy. He's old. He looks like you'd like to have your father, he's a killer, he's tough as hell. No, we will fight. I said, whoa, is this the same man that I know? But after a little while, and they're good people, and after literally 2 days, they called up, and they said, we understand, and they stopped fighting. How is that? Isn't that amazing? You think Biden would have done that? I don't think so. Most people wouldn't have thought of it, but, they wouldn't have thought of it. No, but here we are, we're doing deals. So you add an extra sentence, and you say you have to stop shooting at each other. 7 planes were shot down. You have to stop the war. And they stopped the war. And if it weren't for the tariffs, I said I was going to put 250% tariffs on each country.
You're playing Godzilla. That's a good one.
Which means that you'll never do business. In other words, there's nothing you can sell for 250%. That means that's a nice way of saying we don't want to do business with you. You don't have to say that, because that's a nasty, we don't want to do business. No. You say we're going to put 250% tariffs if you don't stop the war. And they understood that, and within 48 hours we had no war, no people killed. I mean, it's makes me feel so good. It's we saved millions and millions of lives with all of them. Azerbaijan. If you look at, just take a look at that one. That was going on for, I think, 38 years, right? And President Putin called me and said, it's amazing. It's amazing. We couldn't get that war stopped. 38 years it went on. Millions of people killed. And we got it done. And the 2 countries came in, and they were in the White House, and they started off here. And they got closer. After an hour, they were hugging each other in peace. It was amazing, actually. It was beautiful to see 2 very good countries, 2 very good leaders. One was there for 22 years, one was there for 7. And they both said, my entire political life, all I did was shoot people on the other side. And we got it closed up. And we did that 8 times. times. The only one I didn't do is Russia, Ukraine, but that'll get done too. That'll get done. I thought that was going to be an easy one because of my relationship with President Putin. It turned out to be a little different, but I think it'll get done. It's would have never started if I were president. That war would have never ever started. So we've used trade to create peace in a lot of different locations. We also solved the war in Africa, Congo, Republic of Congo, and Rwanda. That was much smaller to do with trade, more to do with common sense. They were fighting for years. 10 million people were dead, and we got that one done too. So we did a lot of them. We did 8 in 8 months. And I think the other one's going to come along. I really think so. I thought that would have been one of the easier. Who would have thought we created peace in the Middle East but didn't get Russia and Ukraine? Because peace in the Middle East was undoable. They're looking, they're shaking their heads. It was undoable. We got it done. 3,000 years. Okay, they never had peace. They never had anything like it. We have all countries signed up, and the level of spirit and everything. I think it's going to hold for a long time. Hopefully forever. Hopefully that's an everlasting one too. So in conclusion, at some point in your careers, every great business person and CEO in this room today has faced critics who said reform, innovation, and bold action would only lead to a total disaster, but none of us would be here if we had listened to the small minds with no vision. These are small minds with no vision. They had no understanding of success. They had no understanding of life and death. True success comes from having the confidence and the courage to prove the doubters wrong. And oftentimes you'll go the opposite way of almost everybody, and you'll be the one that's right, and the others will be the one that's wrong, and that's where you have your greatest successes. And that's what America and our Indo-Pacific partners really are doing this week, and what our businesses and entrepreneurs do each and every day. That's what you do, the most successful people in the world. Together we're solving the challenges that no one before us has ever been able to solve, and
yeah,
we're forging a free and open Indo-Pacific, and for all of the people, we're creating a future of dignity and security, prosperity and pride. From the rolling hills of San Francisco to the gleaming streets of Seoul, from the bustling factories of Toledo, Ohio, to the bright lights of Tokyo, from Pittsburgh to Palawan, from Boston to Bangkok, from Detroit to Da Nang, and from Cleveland to right here in Gyeongju. Nice place. Did I do good with that one? Did I do okay? Gyeongju. Good, beautiful place, by the way. We're strengthening old friendships, forging new bonds, building new factories, pioneering new industries, and creating a dramatically better world for our children and for generations to come. Together we will build a future of strong, independent nations on both sides of the vast ocean, joined by our common interests, united by common values, and reaching constantly toward a richer, safer, and more peaceful Pacific with fairness, persistence, and common sense. That's such an important 2 words. We will build together.
we definitely need common sense back.
We will trade together, we will prosper together, we will thrive together, and above all, we will win together like never before. We're going to have an incredible relationship together for generations to come. And I just want to thank everybody in the room. I know so many of you, you're incredible people. God bless you. God bless the nations of this great region, and God bless America. Thank you very much, everybody.
Ow, that hurt. That is not a funny bone, that's a hurt bone. Alright, now what? I know, right? I don't even know why they call it the funny bone. Nobody's laughing when they hit that. I'm nervous. Unbelievable. Don't be cussing at me. I just cut you off real fast. Oh my goodness, that was amazing. I'll just leave it like that. But yeah, keep laughing, guys. That did not feel so good. You guys are amazing. But I will get to everybody's comment. I don't know what you guys are commenting on, but I'll get to it. I will reply to every one of you. I promise you that. But thank you for the likes and just coming into my stream and engaging and just chatting. I love chatting with you people. But that hurt. Oh yeah, yo, I hate when I do that too. I actually hit it to a point where my fingers closed. Not fun. But back on Trump, that's the topic. I am so proud of him. So, he did this speech, and then he said in the beginning, around the afternoon, he's going to be talking. So I'll keep my eye open. I'll stream that. But thank you guys so much for coming. Like I said, if you are new, please subscribe. Make sure your notifications are on. Hit the all and your bell. Hope I don't sneeze again. And you will be notified when I go live or if I just upload. But thank you for helping me grow this channel and just commenting on my videos. If you have any suggestions for the channel, please let me know. If you know any events that are happening, festivals, or just anything like that, comment on any of the videos to let me know. But thank you guys so much for the emojis and just the love. You can also support me on Patreon. The link for that, no matter the amount, I'm always grateful, is in my bio on my my YouTube. But I do pray that everybody has a blissful, stay safe guys, okay? So we can chat again. Safe night. But check out also my short videos and comment and like them, please. I actually uploaded a recent one, so. You guys are really watching my short videos. It's amazing. Thank you so much. You guys really love animals. Okay, 15K. That's amazing. But I don't dress up for Halloween. I feel like once you get to a certain age, you just don't do that anymore. I don't even know the last thing I was. But does anybody have any other things that they want to mention? If it's about Trump. Hi, Nick. How are you doing? He has definitely accomplished. We're not even. We got what, like 2 months left? He's accomplished a lot. Oh, you're very welcome, yo. Anytime I go live, please come in. I will chat with you. We're like a big family, okay? There's like 321 of you. Okay, that's a big family. But you guys make the live more enjoyable, especially when you talk. Because I love to hear what's on your mind. But, yeah, I got a lot of videos. You guys can go watch them, comment on them. I even post on my channel. Go to the post section of my homepage. You can even... You can't hear anything? That must be on your end then. Oh, really? That's not good. But share my videos too, because when you engage and you comment and you share, it gets more people to notice my channel. And when you comment too, it helps the creator out more than you really know, because then YouTube will see that. Yeah, it must be on his end because you guys can hear me. So... I hope you guys can hear him. I'm not talking to myself, am I? I'll be the first. Exactly, yo. That's how it works. And I will not delete comments, so if they do get removed, that's it's from YouTube, because you know how strict they are. But I will not delete your comments. If it goes against YouTube's policy, they will remove it. But if you see that it's removed, I promise you it's not from me. I won't do that to you guys. So, yeah, just... Thank you guys so much for the hearts. But there's nothing else going on right now. Well, it depends on what you said in the comments. If YouTube, because I can promise you, I was right here watching this. I didn't see which video he commented on, and I would not have deleted it. But if you said something that's against YouTube's policy, because they're strict, I could tell a whole story on that, they will remove your comment. We're getting way too strict, honestly. That's why a lot of people don't do YouTube. But comment either on the same video, but just word it differently, or you can try a different video. But I don't delete comments. I don't do that. You commented on the latest video? Well, a few of you commented. I need to reply to you guys, which I will once I get off this stream. I will reply to you. What are you guys laughing at? that's pretty much everything, guys. Because Trump's not gonna do anything else. Not tonight. Well, actually, I'm pretty sure it's daytime there. But thank you guys for tuning in. And everybody have a blissful night. Thank you for just chatting. But I'm excited, and keep Trump in your prayers. Because I've been seeing a lot of really awful videos, okay? And it has to do with our president. I saw a video that this guy was saying, you got the wrong guy. He was talking about Charlie Kirk, our beloved brother. I miss you. But he said you got the wrong guy, indicating you were supposed to get Trump. It's like, can you people just stop? But I have faith, and I know that God has his holy hands over Trump. They tried to take him out multiple times. Yeah, exactly. Let's see, you had Butler, PA, you had Washington, I think. I could be wrong. Maybe it was Texas. There was a few others, but I know for a fact Butler, PA. That's when he got shot and it nipped his ear. And the other ones were just, they're trying. But just keep him and his family in your prayers daily. And keep Erica and her two beautiful children in your prayers too. But does anybody else have anything else to say before I go? Because I don't want to cut this off if you want to say something. Thank you for the emojis. This weather's not helping my nose. Oh, Heavenly Father. Thank you. You have a blissful night too, yo. And thank you again. Sorry if I sound kind of ugh. Thank you for stopping by, and I pray that you come by again. If you see me stream, never hesitate, guys, just to pop right in, okay? But God bless every one of you, okay? Love you guys, and thank you for helping me in my channel. Alright, guys. Signing off now. I need my rest. So, God bless every one of you. Thank you again. Night, night. And I will reply to you here in a few. Once I get comfy. But night, night, guys.